Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. It is the one, the only Sean Paul with Intrigue Journal. Great to see you.
Hey, good morning.
You're a magician, right?
Yeah.
Can you make my stomach feel better? That pickle and peanut butter sandwich was not so good.
That's more of a medical thing, right?
Yeah. More of a medical thing.
I thought I was pleasing my parents when I became a magician, but they said, no, you misunderstood us. We always wanted you to be a physician.
Oh!
Yes. And so had I followed their lead, maybe I could do something for you, but I can't. But speaking of medical institutions, what's your greatest fear?
An insane asylum. I mean, you know me so well, Sean Paul.
Okay, well, let's back up. Let's back up.
Back up one.
Yeah.
Just that,
We'll
right
get
there.
to that in a second. This is the Willard Asylum for the mentally insane.
Wait, Willard, Missouri?
No.
Oh.
It's in upstate New York.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
and I have not been there before, but I have been in Liberty, Missouri, which is where I did go ghost hunting with some paranormal people. Okay, but this is the Willard Asylum for the mentally insane. 126 years of operation. It opened in 1869 and it closed in 1995.
95?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, and what happened behind these thick walls? The locals in the area, they rumored that maybe there was like experimental treatments, lobotomies, and electroshock therapy. And if that happened, it probably happened earlier on in the 126 years. Obviously, the practices got more humane. But here's the thing that a lot of people don't read. Let's go back to the estate.
Yeah, let's go back to the estate one.
Yeah, because that's creepy, right?
Yes.
So anyway, a lot of people don't realize this is once you checked into an asylum, you know, like 100 years ago, you became part of that society. And they depended on you. You became part, because they had their own firefighting departments, their own power plants. They were very self-sufficient and isolated from the rest of society. And so it really wasn't advantageous for you to become cured from anything. They actually kept you. The only way you would leave is by way of death. And so it was a very sad story. And people were cut off, and they died in the asylum. Right? Yeah. This is by evidence of 6,000 public graves on the grounds where people are reduced down to just numbers in numbered plots.
No names?
No names, no written documents, no recordings. It's like society, it's like they never even existed, and they're completely forgotten. Until 1995, when a utility company sent a worker up into one of the attics of one of the buildings, and when he was there, he discovered 400 suitcases.
Wow.
400 suitcases, the utility company. Yes, he went in there and he discovered suitcases, and they were filled with personal effects of these people that society had forgotten. And they told stories, and people were so moved by it that they actually made it into an amazing art exhibit. And you could actually try and piece together different profiles of the people that lived there based on what these suitcases had in them.
I like this artwork.
So it's fascinating. I was moved by it. Now, that happened in '95. After that, they created an online silent blind auction, which means they made lots, and you would just pay the price. You didn't get to choose what suitcase you got, but you could just take a roll of the dice and give them your money, and I did that.
You got one?
You did?
I got 2 of them.
That's beautiful.
Would you like to see what's inside?
I want you so bad.
Okay.
We want to.
Here is a suitcase, and I've been able to determine, get a background of the little girl who owned this suitcase.
Okay.
Alice Potteroth. She was one of identical twins. All right? And like a lot of twins, they were mysteriously connected. They could finish each other's sentences. If one got hurt, they would both feel it. You know that sort of phenomenon, right? She lost her sister, though, Ashley, in a fire, and took her father's life as well. When they went to go tell Alice what happened, she was already hysterical. She already knew. Yes. And then she started speaking on behalf of her deceased sister. And 100 years ago, when you're being taken care of with distant relatives, they don't know how to process that, and she got dropped off.
That is heartbreaking.
She stopped talking, and yes. But how do I know as much as I know about this whole situation? Because of what I found in the yes.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Do we want to know what's in the box? I don't know.
Okay. She actually made like a partial. I found partial entries to her journal.
Okay.
And so this is, you could kind of get a feel for what was happening based on what she documented, these little excerpts from her life.
That makes me so sad.
Then she also talks about the dolls that she and her sister got for Christmas one year.
Oh my goodness.
So
it's a little raggedy.
Yeah, this would have been Alice's doll right here.
Okay.
All right, and Okay.
Okay.
This is Alice's doll. The other doll I had to keep in this case. This is a beautiful case, and okay.
That is gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
I want that case.
I do too.
And this is where Alice's doll would usually be kept. All right. Ashley's doll, which was retrieved from the fire that took her sister's life, I keep in this one here.
Okay.
I keep it under lock and key too.
I can't really.
All right. And
What are we
you
seeing?
supposed to be seeing?
I don't know what.
Is there supposed to be a doll in there?
Jeremy, you know what? I had something happen like that one time.
You know what? I just locked it.
What? It was in there when you locked it? Oh, Sean, don't be doing this magic thing on us right now.
Are you freaking us out right now?
I had something happen like this weird in high school. A friend of mine was doing some, and the doll disappeared.
What is happening right now?
I was in the green room and I was prepping it. And there it is. Okay.
Oh my God! Is that the doll? How did that get there?
All right. All right.
How did that get? That was not there. I saw him put the suitcase there.
Okay, come back here. Come back here.
Oh my God. I don't want to stand on that side.
Okay.
We don't want to stand on that side.
It stands to, Jeremy, you can understand why we would use that in the show at this time of year.
That's scary.
Right, right. That was retrieved from the fire. That's Ashley Potterot's doll, right? And now here's the thing. You can see this.
Let's stay on this side.
Okay, have you ever heard, you've never heard of a spirit cabinet, have you?
No.
All right, this is a way I've been able to retrieve some of the backstory on this, is that what we would do is we created Victorians 100 years ago. Next week I'll be telling you about unwrapping parties, okay?
Oh.
And but we'll get to that next week. But they would make they'd hire a medium or a psychic, and they direct what's called a spirit chamber, all right? A spirit cabinet. Do we have video of it? And so Julie, as the ghost talker in our show, this is what we do. We create it, and she gets tied up in the spirit cabinet so that she can't manipulate anything, all right? We bring people up on stage, and I know this might look like something, but it's just to restrain her so that she can't manipulate anything. And then I put her into a hypnotic trance to quiet her mind. And then we surround her with the artifacts of the asylum.
Right.
All right?
Yeah, okay.
And then we want to see what speaks to her, what might happen, all right? And then she starts speaking up. We could have, and there's a couple of different paranormal experiences that you can have. A lot of times it's the residual experience, residual interaction.
She's going to have after this experience. Yes.
Reoccurring, right? Repeat.
Yeah.
Residual is when you walk in there and you hear like what happened to them, and it's over and over and again like a broken record, all right? And they just keep telling you their story. But a lot of times what people want to have is that intelligent experience where they feel like spirits can give us answers to our burning questions and whatnot. And so when we do this experiment, we actually try and get both. We get the residual response by whatever what residual storyline might exist with the artifacts of the dolls. But then we can actually think about what kind of questions we have, and then the answers come out of that. Here, let me stand over here.
No.
Right?
Oh, you're okay with that?
Well,
Okay with
I
that?
still don't know what happened.
Okay.
But we got 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Well, we're going to do this again in our show at the auditorium on the 19th and the 26th. It's the asylum experiment.
Oh my goodness, it's.
I seriously want to be honest with the viewer. I don't know how he did that. I'm in studio. I saw him put the suitcase.
Yeah,
it was not
it happens all the time, but
I'm being honest. I have no idea how that happened.
Yeah, right. So,
It's
okay.
moving! It's moving!
All right.
Oh my gosh!
So
it just moved
is
its
it
head.
Is it just me now?
Oh my gosh! Okay,
Kelly and Jeremy have left the building.
we'll be right back. Oh my gosh!
I'm not usually a screamer, but look at that.
I'm serious. We were here the whole time.
Yeah.